If you've ever studied biology, medicine, neuroscience, chances are you've seen this image. And if you're like me, maybe this face has also haunted you. There are so many pictures of this man. Who is he? What is going on here? Why is he even being photographed with these strange probes on his face? But to answer this question, we first have to talk about this guy. This is Guillaume Duchenne, as in Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And Duchenne was a French neurologist practicing in the mid-19th century who was obsessed with muscles, electricity, and combining the two. He experimented non-stop stimulating or Faradizing his patient's muscles with electrical currents. Eventually, he turned his curiosity to the face because he wanted to understand the relationship between facial muscles and the expression of emotions. He believed that facial expressions were universal, shared across all humans, and that there were specific muscles related to specific facial expressions. He used the new science and the new art of photography to capture these fleeting expressions. I mean, obviously, by the 10 images I've shown of this guy, clearly this man was his favorite subject. He might have been his patient or a patient that was hospitalized at one of the hospitals Duchenne was experimenting in, and we know that he was a cobbler. Despite being his most esteemed subject, Duchenne didn't have many kind words to say about him. Duchenne describes him as an old, toothless man with a thin face, not exactly ugly, but more or less nondescript and possessing limited intelligence. I imagine his name wasn't shared for confidentiality reasons, which does make sense, but now we don't know who he is. Maybe Duchenne photographed him so often because of his wrinkles. Maybe they allowed for more vivid visual facial expressions. The other reason is that apparently he had facial anesthesia or numbness. He didn't have much feeling in his face, which meant that these currents probably weren't as painful. This image is fascinating too. I think this is a nun praying. It strikes me as very similar as photographs of psychiatric patients. Anyway, I still haven't answered my question. I don't know who this man is, and I might never know. It's probably one of those names lost to history. If you do know, let me know in the comments.